which video I am going to stick this little clip in the middle of. This is kind of a little update on the bee sting situation. I'm 99% sure it has something to do with that. I'm not sure if you could tell, but my lips are swollen, not from any filler, not from any doctor's appointment. I either had an allergic reaction or some delayed anaphylaxis side effects. I am almost positive that, I know for a fact, I'm not 100% yet. My heart rate is still a little fast at night. My temperature is still risen. I think just because my body is trying to heal itself from the inside out. Outwards, it looks fine. But inside, I think we're still going through a couple of things. So last night, I was sitting at dinner with my family, and after we had eaten, like 2 hours later, my lips started tingling, which has never happened to me before. And at first, no one could notice anything, and then all of a sudden, within like 20 minutes, they blew up. They were like 3 times the size of this last night. And then this morning, my eyes were a little puffy as well. So it has been a week and a half. I was stung on a Sunday, and another Sunday passed, and now it is Friday. So almost 2 weeks, but about a week and a half when this happened, because it happened yesterday. But I just want to document this because if anyone else has had delayed symptoms or something has happened now, it very well could have been food that I had eaten last night. I'm not sold on that because I'm almost 27 and I have, knock on wood, never had any sort of allergy in my life. Now something could definitely pop up in food, but it's all food that I've eaten before. It's dessert that I've eaten before. It's nothing out of the ordinary. I had nothing new on my face, nothing new on my lips, nothing new in my mouth. So I just wanted to update, but I think you can definitely tell they're a little larger than normal. I will say this has made me realize no filler for me because I cannot pull it off. It does not look good. So a little unfortunate that this happened, and only my lips. Eyes a little bit this morning, but like not my throat, not my cheeks, not anything else, just crazy lip action here. So just wanted to document this. Like I said, I'm not sure what video we're going to stick it in. I might put it in the next bee video because I'm planning on checking on the girls this weekend. It'll be 2 weeks since the sting, and I just want to check on the honey super. That's it. I don't want to mess with them any more than that. But yeah, just a little quick update for you guys, and I'm still learning something new every single day about all this stuff. So hope that helps someone. All right, people, we have a little dash cam now. You're gonna see me probably in the car and in the same outfit for this video and one other video. I'm in the process of prepping for another hurricane that we're about to get absolutely railed by. But after responding to and going through all of the comments on my bee attack video, I figured it was appropriate to make kind of a Q&A and fill in some of the blanks from that video because I'm getting lots of questions, lots of the same question, lots of advice, which I appreciate. That video took off a little more than I originally anticipated. So thank you guys. I think we're up to almost 3,000 views and over 60 comments. So that's a little wild, but I appreciate it. I love learning and watching videos and gaining knowledge. So if I can help one person with my beekeeping journey or anything we're doing on the farm or XYZ, that's a win in my eyes. So I am going to go ahead and start this little Q&A or fill in some of the gaps. It's going to be kind of a mix of answering questions and filling in some things because I was getting some questions. So some people I don't think watched the entire video, and then it's also probably because I was explaining things not great. It was the day after my bee sting situation, so I think I was just talking based off of adrenaline and memory. So first off, a lot of people are saying don't unzip your veil, which in hindsight 100% a valid thing to say and 100% common sense. But for anyone who has been in a situation like this, whether it's bees, any sort of fight or flight or panic, you kind of lose a little bit of your common sense. I am a very logical person, a very logical thinker, and if you would have told me that I would have unzipped a suit while being attacked by bees, I would have said you're crazy because I'm smarter than that. So what had happened was, after I had realized 1, 2, 3, I'm not sure if it was one, I'm not sure if it was a handful of bees, got into my suit. The suit that I have is all connected. It has 2 zippers that go around your neck, and once those zippers meet at the center, there's a piece of Velcro that goes over it, kind of on your sternum collarbone area. That Velcro either was not down all the way, or the little gap between the 2 zippers was too easy for a bee to get into. I watched back my inspection video, and I can see the moment that one bee crawls under that piece of Velcro. So I'm almost positive that's how she got into the veil. I noticed buzzing really close to my ear, and if you've been doing this for a really long time and are not afraid or nervous about being stung, I applaud you. When I heard the buzzing and saw the bee in the veil out of the corner of my eye, immediately I knew I was going to get stung in the face or the ear, and that's not fun. So that's why you see me start walking away. My logic was, usually when I'm doing an inspection, I put the box back together, I walk away, and when I don't hear any more buzzing and I'm a safe a safe distance away from the colony, I take off my gloves and unzip my veil. I probably wait until I'm at least 100 yards away. So my logic was, okay, I'm gonna walk away from the hive, even though it's still open. Once I don't hear any buzzing, aside from the one inside, I will unzip my veil, I will get her out, I will zip back up, and I will finish my inspection. I didn't realize that I was being followed by so many bees, so I probably got 50 yards away from the colony and took off my gloves and started unzipping. And as soon as I started unzipping, I remember just the feeling of being swarmed. There had to be hundreds of bees around me. I didn't hear them. I don't know if I was just in a state of panic, so that's why I didn't hear them, or what happened. But yes, I was not standing there when I unzipped. When you see me walk away in the video, I was a pretty safe distance away. I had probably been walking for 60 seconds before I unzipped my veil. So they have never followed me like that before. I usually have a straggler or two. One is still on my suit, one will stay kind of buzzing around my head until I get a safe distance away. And like I said, once I don't hear any more buzzing, then I start taking off my gloves and unzipping. So that's what happened there. That's what I have learned. And next time, knock on wood, we don't get any more in the suit. But in the event there's one in the suit, we're just gonna take that sting like a champ and continue on. There will be no more unzipping. There will be no attempting to unzip. You know, you win some, you lose some. I lost some that day. So everybody's concern on why I unzipped and why I'm such a newbie with no common sense who would unzip, there was a little logic behind it. But yes, we will just be taking this sting like a champ next time. I've learned my lesson. We will not be unzipping anymore. Even if I think I'm a safe distance away, I will take the sting like a champ if someone gets in my suit, and we will move on. So second question I've been getting a lot of is, oh, you're not using a smoker, you should always use a smoker, why no smoke, why aren't you using a smoker? I had the same situation without a smoker, yada yada yada. So I do have a smoker, and I have used it before. Used to have 2 colonies. I used to have a really calm one, and this was always my more active one. I've never called them aggressive because I've always felt safe around them. Granted, I'm in a bee suit, so for me, a bee suit does give you some sort of confidence around them because you feel like you're protected. But I've never felt that they've been aggressive. A lot of people have said it doesn't matter if they're aggressive or not, you should use a smoker. And some other people have said that based on the video, the bees flying around, they should kind of leave you alone during your inspections. Now, if I use a smoker, they pretty much stay inside their box unless they're foraging. On the times I don't use a smoker, they're definitely more active during the inspections. But like I said, I've never felt like they've been aggressive or considered them Africanized. So I'll go into Africanized in a second. So I will be using a smoker from now on. Sometimes I feel like it's unnecessary if I'm just gonna pop in there and check a couple of frames out. To me, it's unnecessary, but now after this, maybe I'm just being too new and thinking, oh, I don't to use a smoker. Sometimes I don't like using the smoke. I don't like disturbing them, which I'm disturbing them either way. But anyways, sometimes I've felt it was unnecessary, especially if it's sunny, especially if I'm only going to be out there for a little bit. I'm like, why bother smoking them if I can just be in and be out, and then they can go back to doing what they're doing. So I do have a smoker on hand. I will keep it lit for future inspections. I was planning on going out there this weekend, which today is 2 weeks since the attack, or since the accident. But if you can tell in the background, we are gloomy and rainy, so I will not be doing an inspection until the storm passes. So that's just the reason for no smoke. There's not really a rhyme or reason to it. It's just sometimes I use it, sometimes I don't. I thought I was doing a quick inspection and that it wasn't necessary. Probably would have helped things a little bit if I had used it. Lots of people asking or questioning if the bees are Africanized based on the new queen. I've researched a lot about this before I got bees. I've watched a lot of videos now since the attack on people doing inspections on Africanized hives or killing Africanized hives, and I'm pretty certain that mine is not. They don't come after us in the yard. The donkeys and chickens are very, very, very close to them. They can basically walk right around the colonies. They have never been stung before, and I can walk out there in normal clothing, no protection, stand in front of the hive, do things next to the hive, and not have the bees bother me. I've watched a lot of videos on people saying that if the hive is aggressive, you can barely be around it without them getting defensive. Now, my bees do not get defensive if I am around them, and they stay in their box. And even right after the attack happened, or the accident, it's not their fault. Right after the accident happened, my husband, after about 3 minutes, after he made sure I was okay, went to go collect my glasses and my cell phone because I had dropped both of them out there when I was running away. Now, mind you, I did not put anything back together. The brood box was open, the honey super was open, no lids were on. He walked right out there, right next to them, and they were all back in their box. So didn't give him any trouble. Like I said, they don't give the animals trouble. I can walk out there, stand right in front of them, sit and watch them, do things around them, trim trees next to them, take the lid off the box, take the lid on the box, and they do not sting. They continue foraging, they continue minding their own business. So not that I do that very, very often, or not that I recommend kind of going out there without protective gear. I don't do inspections without protective gear, but I can be around them, and myself, my husband, and my animals, knock on wood, none of us have had an issue with them. So I'm 90% positive they are not Africanized. I still want to find the queen next time I go out there and see the new one that they've created, unless I just missed my marked one that I got a couple of weeks ago. So that is why I unzipped the veil. That is why I did not use smoke that one time, and I don't think the bees are Africanized. So a couple of other people have had similar situations. I really appreciate anyone who commented and gave stories or similar scenarios or gave advice. I am very new. I have been doing this for 6 months. I have so much to learn. I think I have already gone from 0 to 100 on the knowledge scale, and I still feel like I know absolutely nothing. So I appreciate comments. I even appreciate constructive criticism. There have been a couple of comments that have been a little spicy towards me, and I'll take it. I'm new. I don't 100%, I know 100% more than my husband, who has never done anything with the bees, but I know 0 compared to people who have been doing this for years and years. So I appreciate the advice. I am not going to give up. I am going to continue. I think it is so cool, so rewarding. I feel like I'm learning a ton, and I know the bees do so much for our world. So if I can just have them in my yard and my neighbor's yard and contribute a little bit to pollination, that is a win in my eyes. So I'm going to continue, but I did want to make a video because I've responded to almost all the comments. If I haven't responded to you, I'm working on it. They've come in a lot quicker than I thought they were going to, so thank you guys again. But I just wanted to do a little bit of an update and Q&A now that I am pretty much
100% from the accident, and I am looking forward to getting back out there. So thank you guys for watching. Please leave any comments on this video or the accident video if you have more questions, and I appreciate everybody's time and energy that they've put into that video. So thank you guys, and I will see you in the next one.